Hi everyone, in this video I'll be discussing why I think going to build school is a good idea for a newbie like me. Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel about building a kit car and other car topics. If you like what you see, please subscribe below and hit the notification button and share with others on social media. You could always click on the links below to see my journey from the beginning. A major revelation I had was, would I ever buy a $60,000 car without ever driving one or at least having a ride in one? And the answer was, of course not. You'd be out of your freaking mind. Dropping that much cash and time for possibly a big hunk of junk? No, can't do it. So I was on the Factory 5 forums and I started asking if there was any 33 hot rod people in Arizona so I could go check out a car. And, I've never even seen one before in real life. So I got a few responses, but mostly from faraway places, and they weren't fully built yet. So as I was working on my spreadsheet with finances and cost, I called a local powder coater and was asking if he ever done a Factory 533 hot rod frame and how much it would cost. And he answered, yes, I have. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. And he's like, do you know Greg? And I'm like, no, who's Greg? And there you have it. I found a local guy with a car that was already built, and he was never on the forum site, so that's why I never heard of him. So I made a few calls, and the next thing you know, I'm inside of a Factory 5 33 hot rod taking a cruise in a super high horsepower car down the street. Now, here's a picture of Greg's car. He won a Factory 5 car show in California, and out of that, he got some full magazine spreads for this beauty and like Hot Rod magazine and some other magazine. And it was really cool because as we're cruising down the road, he turns to me and he goes, hey, if you're ever going to build a car, it needs to be cool. I'm like, uh-huh. And he goes, and this is effing cool. And he just like takes off and just like spins out down the street. And it's just really awesome. So, what was cool for me is, I got to ride the car, and yes, it was a great car and all that stuff, but it's to have someone like that locally that I could pick his brain about all the issues he had working on the car and what to look out for. And, he's been customizing motorcycles and cars his whole life. And he even owns his own paint booth. So, I take his advice and then I filter it down to my level of skill and taste, because we all have different taste. And then I make decisions from there. But having someone you could talk to about it's just freaking awesome. After that experience, of course, I approved the car. I'm going to do this car. This is great. So my next challenge or next question is, can I physically do it? Now, I've mentioned in the past that I've had, a few back and neck issues, and we're talking about a 500-pound engine and a however many pound transmission, and, how in the hell am I going to build this car if I can't lift certain things? And through these disabilities, if you will, I've learned how to manipulate and port heavy items around my house and my garage and to wherever I need to go without too much physical issues. But, that's a whole freaking car. So, not that I can't get help every once in a while, but, what's it going to really take? So during my research, I found out that there's an actual build school. And the 33 hot rod is on the list, along with the 818 and the Cobra. So I personally think it's a good idea to go. If you're going to buy a $1,000 computer and you don't like it, you can return it in 30 days. If you try to paint your room in your house, you're like 50 bucks in and you screw it up, then you hire a pro for 500 bucks to come fix it. But in this case, you're dropping 30 to 40 grand on the initial kit and there's no returning it. I want to get a real feel of what I'm getting into before I drop that cash. And the build school, as far as I'm concerned, is a cheap entry to live the reality of building a kit car for a few days. And once you're done, you're either going to be like, that was awesome, but I never want to do that again. Or that was awesome. Where do I get my kit? I want to get it now. So Plus you're around experts that are teaching you how to build the kit and ask as many questions as you like, and so I'm in, I think. So till next time, please hit the subscribe and notification buttons below, and have a great day.